Oh my god.
Don't say it because you're
Oh my god.
Abby, don't fucking say anything.
Oh.
She at 80, 89 or whatever the chapter is.
I will just preface this now. I will never call kale. I'm not picturing this man as a leafy green superfood. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this series is starting to remind me of Game of Thrones. Everyone's gonna die, aren't they? And I'm just gonna have to deal with it. By the end of the series, everyone's gonna be dead. Oh my god, he's such a little pervert. He's a freak. He's a literal fucking freak. Dude, what? What an ending. Two badass bitches, two badass blonde bitches in the same room. What are they gonna do? Save the world and maybe burn down a couple men in the process, as they should. Because he's a manipulative, power abusing, gaslighting, insecure, like in Morning, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be an emotional roller coaster, and I am really not excited. But I have to do it. I've been telling myself that I am going to read Throne of Glass for years. I haven't because I am way too terrified. One, of the emotional heartbreak that I will have to go through, and two, because of how freaking long the series is. Dauntingly long. If I don't start now, then I am never going to. Welcome to my first ever read through of Throne of Glass. As someone who has fully read the ACOTAR series and is trying to get ready for ACOTAR 6, knowing that I have to read Throne of Glass and Crescent City before then. So probably going to do a separate vlog for Crescent City. I'm starting with Assassin's Blade. Pick your poison. I know some of you guys be disappointed about it, but I'm going to do it, and I don't care what you have to say. I just have to do it a way, and if I don't and just keep thinking over and over again about which one I should start first, it's going to delay the process even more. So I'm just picking one, and it happens to be Assassin's Blade. I'm very excited. I started reading Throne of Glass, like the Throne of Glass book, a couple years ago, and I was so bored from the first few chapters, and I put it down. So I'm hoping that if I start with Assassin's Blade first, and then really commit to getting through the first part of the series, then I'll be fine. I'm also gonna do it on Kindle because I have found that I read so much faster on Kindle, and it's going to make me feel better about not seeing how large and in charge these books are. I literally have them. I have the whole series, it's right there. But for my first read through, as a slow reading girl, I need to do what's best for me. And that's reading Assassin's Blade first and using my Kindle. Processing. Read now. Okay, so I'm gonna start this, and I will keep you guys updated throughout my process with each book. I'm really, really, really scared. 'Tis life, so I guess let's get started. Hey guys, it's just me checking in. I am a little bit over halfway through Assassin's Blade. I am really liking it so far. I'm currently on the Assassin and the Underworld because I have 2.5 hours left in this chapter. I am going to read probably for another hour tonight. It's literally 11:30, but I am cruising. Started this 2 or 3 days ago. am already a little over halfway done. I need you guys to send me all your farewell in the comments because we have a long journey ahead of us. Me and her are done. We are separating. I finished Assassin's Blade. Honestly, I'm really happy that I started with Assassin's Blade as opposed to Throne of Glass because I am very eager to get through Throne of Glass now. I just got home from work, so excuse my sweaty, discombobulated appearance right now, but I just thought I had to get on here and give an update immediately. I gave this 5 stars. I am so happy that I got the lore about Selena before the real Throne of Glass starts. The betrayal in this book and the terrible heartbreak near the end. I can't wait to see the day, read the chapter that this motherfucker dies because I'm absolutely astounded by how evil and nasty he is. And I just started Throne of Glass today. That's what I'm on right now. I'm on like chapter 2. Was definitely not expecting how much I would like Assassin's Blade. I think that was definitely needed for me. Have the lore. I know her trauma. I know where she comes from, and I know what got us to this point of Throne of Glass. I will keep you guys updated on my next journey. But yeah, loved Assassin's Blade. Highly recommend starting it first. Don't care if it's not your opinion. Or the popular opinion. It's my opinion. Hey chat. Last time we talked, I was explaining my heartfelt review about Assassin's Blade. I am now currently on Throne of Glass. I'm about 10 chapters in, and I can see why I put down Throne of Glass the first time when I read it, because it's a lot more of like a world building-esque beginning of this book. I think having the prior knowledge of Throne of Glass with Assassin's Blade without like a huge world building dump is very helpful for someone like me who can get sidetracked and distracted easily. Going into Throne of Glass with that under my belt makes me feel definitely more passionate and excited to read more. I'm gonna do a quick little reading vlog. I am currently on my lunch break. It is a very nice day today. It's like really warm, 86, 87 degrees, sunny, no wind, help. I got this really cute Kindle chain, and it reminds me of Throne of Glass because there's a crown and a sword. That is my theme. That's my Kindle charm for this Throne of Glass reading vlog. Have to be in spirit. All right, let's get to it, I guess. I don't know. Not much more to say besides I definitely will need therapy after this. And by the way, Assassin's Blade was so much more heartbreaking than I expected it to be, so if that's just how the prequel ended up, I am scared for the next 7 books. I'm really not prepared at all, and I don't know what to do. Definitely internally screaming and feeling a lot of overwhelming emotions. So yeah, and I'm only on chapter 10 of Throne of Glass. Let's get to it, I guess. I don't know. Hey chat, it's time for a little update. I am about a little more than halfway through Throne of Glass now, and I have some predictions, and I am going to state them. First of all, I think that Selena is going to be somehow related to Elena, that Fae somehow still exists somewhere in this world. Interested to see where the Dorian... I will just preface this now. I will never call Kale. I'm not picturing this man as a leafy green superfood. I'm sorry. In my brain, I am calling Kale Cole. So Cole and Dorian both clearly have some sort of thing for Selena. So I'm interested to see if anything happens with either of those, how it shakes out, because it's very obvious that both of them are into her. Now that I'm like in the real meat of the story, I'm trying to just like highlight things and look at the wording of different like sentences or foreshadowing, because I know all of this has something to do with something in the future. So I'm like really trying to put my thinking cap on and process it. Those are my thoughts. I will check in when I am further into the book. Besties, it's been a second since we checked in here, but since I last came on here and discussed my Throne of Glass journey, I have officially finished Throne of Glass, the first book. I gave the book like 4 stars. I honestly think that Assassin's Blade is better. It was just so much more enthralling and heartwarming and just like a heart-wrenching story. I am obsessed with Selena now based off of Assassin's Blade, so I'm glad that I read it in that order. I am currently on Crown of Midnight. Unfortunately, this series is starting to remind me of Game of Thrones. Everyone's gonna die, aren't they? And I'm just gonna have to deal with it. By the end of the series, everyone's gonna be dead, and I'm not prepared. Nehemia dying was almost my 13th reason. Sam was also almost there. I have literally 20 pages left of this book. I am going to get rolling. I'm gonna vlog the rest of this book and see what happens. I'm kind of scared, but it's a good book so far. Selena is Fae, is what we have come to the conclusion with. Not sure what's going on still with her little romance triangle, but I do feel bad for Cole. Again, not calling him Kale. Not in this house. We're not calling him Kale. We're calling him Cole. I feel bad for Cole. I do. I think he's a very complex character, and I'm excited to see how the rest of his story goes, and what happens there, because he just like made some deal with his dad to send Selena to Wendlin or something to keep her safe so that he can go back to Aniel. I don't know. I guess we'll see if that unfolds in the last portion of this book. She is gonna fucking hate him. Ugh. I can't. I feel bad for him, low-key. Let's get going. I'm gonna finish this, and hopefully nothing crazy happens, because I don't know if I'm in the headspace for it right now, unfortunately. Cheers. Tell me that's not the cutest Kindle decorations you've seen in your life. Oh my god. Hello? Selena was the lost queen of Terrasen? Dude, what? What an ending. Just sent her into the arms of her strongest potential allies, to the homeland of her mother, the kingdom of her cousin, and the domain of her aunt, Queen Maeve of the Fae. Holy. I don't know what to say. That was a really good book. That's a 5-star book, honestly. Alright, well, I must start Heir of Fire now, or I might die. Hey. It is currently 12:30 in the morning. Welcome to the Heir of Fire chapter of this vlog. So here are my thoughts. I have officially met Manon. Obviously she's a badass. I predict that her and Selena, aka Aelin, are going to somehow work together in the future. Two badass blonde bitches in the same room. What are they gonna do? Save the world and maybe burn down a couple men in the process, as they should. We also have met Rowan. I don't know how I feel about him yet. Something about Fae men that just like get me going, but we know nothing about him, and I don't know how Dorian and Cole are gonna fit into the story, because they clearly have a lot of things going on right now, especially Sir Cole needs to figure his shit out, maybe go see a therapist or something. Maeve is like kind of a cunt. Do we grow to like her, or is she still gonna be a cunt? Also have met Aiden, who is like cunt times 3, but like evil cunt. Sorry if you don't like the word cunt. I use it religiously. Must be used, especially in terms of describing Aiden, as it may seem. When we first got introduced to Aiden, it kind of seemed like he was gonna be normal. Then they said he had the ring on, dude. I was like, fuck. He's a goner. What's gonna happen between him and probably Selena, aka Aelin. I don't know how to refer her as yet because she still refers to herself as Selena, even though she knows she's Aelin. I'm just gonna go with the timeline, and right now where I'm at, she's describing herself as Selena, so I will be describing her as Selena. Whatever the baddie wants, the baddie gets. Rowan and Selena are about to do their whole training sitch, so I guess we'll see what happens there. The only thing that I know about Rowan is that he absolutely clocked Selena in the face. Why? I don't know. Kind of a little intense of a character introduction, in my humble opinion. I'm gonna go to bed now, so I will check in with you guys very shortly. I'm still just as scared as I was starting the series. It hasn't changed or faltered, I fear. Heir of Fire check-in. Oh my gosh, it's like midnight right now. I am almost 50% through Heir of Fire. It's like kinda slow, so I'm kind of frustrated just because we're shuffling through so many different POVs right now. I get that there's so much going on that there needs to be context as to the different storylines that are building currently, and it's also helping add to like the lore because I did call it kinda that Aiden is not a bad guy. I kind of like had a feeling that he wasn't truly cruel. He was somehow on the good side. So it's actually really nice to see that he's working with Cole. I'm interested to see what happens there. Also, I think that Sorsha is Irene. Their descriptions are the same, I believe, and she almost said something along the lines of the world needs more healers to Dorian. So I think Miss Gurley is back in the picture. I think Cannoli's knocking at my door right now. I still think Rowan is a piece of shit. Like, he is so mean to Aelin, Selena. I don't know what to call her still. Cannoli is about to join our little yap sesh. Hi. Never mind. You guys haven't met my old cat. He's 12 years old, and his name's Mr. Beef. Yes, really, Mr. Beef. He is extremely cranky, always. I'm glad that Selena is, like, accepting her fae form now. That's it from us tonight, though. Keep you guys updated. I still got a long, long way to go with the story. I just want it to kind of pick up a little bit. We're just, like, in the middle of all of the story building right now, so I'm like really trying to truck along so I can get through the tougher parts right now. Literally just sitting here, not moving. It's time for bed for us. I am really liking the storyline. I do understand why you guys say it's such a good series. Back with another little check-in from my bed, and I feel like the 80% of this vlog is just gonna be me in my bed, in my jammies, and yapping about what is going on right now. I'm currently over 80% through Heir of Fire. I have opinions. It's so interesting how Sarah J. Maas has made me go from like despising Rowan to like wanting more and making the lore about him so deep and interesting. The whole fact that he had a mate like 300 plus years ago and she got killed just like makes so much sense and obviously pulls all the girlies' heartstrings that are reading. Oh my god, I am getting chills right now. Oh my god. Holy gods. I am processing the end of this book currently. This was so good. Like, the first fourth of the book and then the last fourth of the book I think were the best. It got a little slow throughout the middle, so like kind of felt like I was just like trudging through mud at some points. But for that ending, Aelin is never going to meet Irene, aka Sorsha, or at least that's my prediction, which is so sad. And Dorian, I'm so scared for him. What is going to happen to my man Dorian? I think that's what I am the most terrified for the next book, is that. And the fact that Miss Girly Aelin is going back to Arabin. So that means he's gonna be back in Queen of Shadows. And I'm not prepared, and I don't want to see him. I just want him to be gone forever and ever. And I just know nothing good is gonna happen because we have to see him again. Jaw dropped stone cold for the last like 50 pages of this book. Also the fact that Rowan is not with Aelin kind of hurts my soul just a little bit. Scene where he was pledging himself to her and said that, oh my god, said he claimed her too. Oh my god. It was like not romantic, but it was, because like it just, you can't say that without it being romantic, you know? I'm really rooting for them, so I'm interested to see what happens. Cole's storyline, don't know what's gonna happen. Aiden, what's gonna happen to him in the castle, in the dungeon. Dorian, he's got the freaking collar of shame on now. I'm just in awe. That book was 5 stars though, for sure. Great book. I think I'm at the point where I know that it's gonna get worse from here. So you need like a little bit of a breather before I start Queen of Shadows. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm realistically gonna start Queen of Shadows tonight. But I have to give myself a pat on the back because I finished Heir of Fire, which is like a 560-page book, in 10 days. My slow reading ass is a win. I'm so smart. Now the books are getting even thicker and longer, so I don't know if I can uphold that pace, but I will damn near try. Time to start Queen of Shadows. I actually can't begin to describe how much I deeply despise to my fucking core how much I hate Arabin. I can't even, like, oh my god, I'm about to go on such a little rant. I'm not even halfway through Queen of Shadows, but like, oh my god, he's such a little pervert. He's a freak. He's a literal fucking freak. He's fucking obsessed with this bitch and he won't leave her alone. And he 100% is going to betray her, and she's just fucking, oh my god. He's got her just like wrapped around his little fucking finger because he's a manipulative, power abusing, gaslighting, insecure, like fucking pervert freak. The one line where he was like, you fill out that suit better now than you did when you were 17. Are you okay? Like, actually, what am I reading? Like, crashing out over Arabin. I really want him to die. Like, I can't begin to describe how badly. If he was a real person, I think I would like literally track him until the ends of the earth and I would somehow find a way to fucking kill him. I'm in no way, shape, or form trained to be an assassin, murderer, psycho queen. So yeah, that's where I am right now. You may notice I'm in a little bit of a different place. I'm currently at my boyfriend's in Michigan. This would be damn near crazy if you think I'm not bringing you along, because I am squatted in Michigan for 7 whole days. That means a lot of reading is going to be done. God forbid something happens and I have no one to talk about it with. My boyfriend's not going to listen to me. So I have you guys. I brought you along with me. So I am about 30% through Queen of Shadows. Still about, you know, a decent chunk left to go in the book. So I think that this is a perfect time, you know, now that I'm just like a little bit into the story of where things are, that we do a little bit of a theory time. Time for theories. Aiden just got rescued via Aelin. I'm calling her Aelin now because she is referring to herself as Aelin, therefore I will. Whatever my queen wants, my queen gets. I don't know, first of all, another little tangent. Can we like replay the clip where I said I felt really bad for Cole and I like him? Ugh. I can't. I feel bad for him, low-key. I fucking hate him. That little whiny, insignificant, ungrateful bitch. That's what he is. He is just casting so much blame on my girl Aelin because he can't just look himself in the mirror and say, oh wow, I actually am the coward here and I'm just projecting. I do still feel like a little bad for him, but such a like deflective little cunt. If you will. I think that's the only way I can describe him. He's a little bitch right now. And I don't like him. I'm interested to see where Rowan gets back in the story because I want to read more about Rowan. Clearly my girl Aelin misses him as of right now. I miss him, so we all miss him. That's where we're at. I think Dorian will be saved when. I don't know if it'll be this book. And then the whole thing with the Manon giving the Yellow Legs clan or coven over to the Duke to do experimenting on, that's kind of crazy. I know that my girl Manon is starting to be like, I don't know if this actually is a good idea. So I think it's just a matter of time before something happens with Manon and she's going to disobey the king's orders somehow, some way, maybe she's gonna take her coven and flee. We're just learning about Elide, and I'm interested to see how she progresses into the story. She is, I think, Aelin's cousin. They're related somehow, so she's definitely gonna be an important piece of this puzzle. But I do like that Lysandra and Miss Aelin are friends now and they've made up. That was really sweet. I'm only traumatized though because every single girlfriend that Aelin has made up until this point has died or like left her or betrayed her. I really hope that this friendship lasts. I hope that that their partnership continues to unfold and they have a good friendship because she needs a friend and I feel so bad for her. I will be her friend. I'm gonna do some more reading. That's my little check-in. All right. Happy reading. Rowan's back. Who's more freaked out challenge, me or Rowan, after the little tiny cutesy little pink nightgown that Aelin was wearing? Suddenly the plot just got a little more interesting. I posted a video about this on my socials. I have not stopped thinking about Aelin. I think about her every single day. I don't know if that's parasocial or weird of me, but I just do. And I haven't felt this way about a female main character ever. I'm already thinking about the tattoos that I want to get after I finish the series. So if anyone has any good Throne of Glass tattoos, please send them to me and show me because I am a slut for cutesy little tattoos, especially about books. Currently have this little tattoo. It's just books with a little bow on it. Super cute. I also have 2 ACOTAR tattoos. Literally freak. Freak, 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 freak. Lysandra too? Oh my god. I'm being fed right now. There's so much going on. I need a real drink. I need a glass of wine after this and I'm not even done yet. Oh, the ending is so wholesome. Wow. What a book. This honestly might have been the best book so far in the series for me. Ending was crazy and then it just turned into wholesome galore in the last 30 pages, and I'm glad that it ended the way that it did because I was not gonna live another day if another important character died. I'm kind of sad about Cole, sad for him. I feel bad for him, but he is going on a little journey with Nesrin into the next book, so I guess I'm interested to see what happens there. Kind of crazy that the King actually was almost having a character arc redemption at the end of his life. Guess we'll never know what happens, what he was going to say, but I did not expect that. That definitely was out of left field for me. And Kaltain sacrificing herself. Damn, I'm honestly kind of sad we didn't get to see more of her character, get to know her more as the non-bratty and cringe bitch from the first couple books. That I'm a little bit disappointed about. I'm happy Lysandra is a part of their little group now. I am just a little scared now though because it's time for me to tandem read. I guess I should just start preparing my little tandem read. This book was so good though, so good. Wow. So many things happened in it. It was not a boring book at all. Let's get prepared to tandem read. For convenience sake, I am just going to use my Kindle for at least probably most of the tandem read so that it's just easier for me to get through. My home screen, that as my tandem reading guide, I feel like this will be a little bit easier than I'm just making everything easier for myself. So tips and tricks with Allie. I will keep you guys updated. Seems like I have to read Empire of Storms 1 through 5 first. Just truck away at this list. I would say I'm like a third of the way through of my tandem read right now. I am actually so happy that I'm doing the tandem read because I can't imagine reading these books at 2 different times. It's 2 completely different stories / like timelines of the same story. How in the world would I even be able to finish Empire of Storms and then go back and have to read Tower of Dawn? Like, that's crazy. First of all, Irene is indeed still alive. I thought Sorsha was Irene and she was just like acting under an alias or something, but I was wrong. I'm interested to see how Sorsha is, if any way, related / knows Irene. I also think that Cole and Nesrin are not going to end up together. It seems like, as of right now, Nesrin and Sartok, I think that's how you say his name, and Cole and Irene have like 2 different like weird enemy things going on, but like friendships are kind of blooming out of it. I don't know, but my prediction is that they're not going to end up together and they're going to be with other people. I feel like that would make more sense because it would help develop the story more. They had connection to the Kagan line through Sartok and Nesrin, and also the healers through Irene and Cole for like the war that's to come. I don't know, that's just my prediction. I am 200 pages into both books right now, so my mind may be a little bit jumbled. The only thing that I think that I am a little bit frustrated about is the lack of romance. I do love the storyline and the plot line, but Rowan and Aelin haven't seen each other like at all. And we don't know what's going on with Rowan and Dorian right now. I just think there needs to be like an advancement in the romance department. I think that, of course, Elide and Lorcan are gonna somehow like fall in love or get together or something. They're currently on their like very beginning of their journey. They just got in with the carnival or whatever, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're obviously going to be a key part in this because she has a word stone and he doesn't. So he's going to somehow find out that she has one. Also curious to see where Manon is, because last I read, she is like on the brink of death and is now excommunicated from the coven and almost tried to kill her grandmother. Or no, not almost. She did try to kill her grandmother. She failed, but she tried. All around, thumbs up. It's definitely been a very, very, very slow and harrowing process so far. It's just been a little bit tough for me. I haven't been reading as fast as I usually was. Like, I finished Queen of Shadows in 8 days, which is huge for me. Yeah. I'm scared. Hey besties! It's definitely been a little bit of a minute since we've done a little check-in here. Got my pumpkin coffee and I was just really in the mood to yap about what's going on right now. I didn't expect that these books were going to be as good as they are. I'm definitely not bored. I'm very eager to know what's gonna happen. So I'm about like 80% through each Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. I'm like really getting there. I started filming this, I don't even know, sometime in the summer. It's currently October 4th. We're almost there. We're almost done. I think that I can definitely get this done within the next week. Again, I am a slow reader and I don't have as much time to read and put time away as other people do. So that's why it's taking me longer to get through Throne of Glass. But again, Throne of Glass is a very long series, so read at whatever pace is best for you. For Empire of Storms, I am loving Elide and Lorcan. We just finished the battle at the marshes, and Miss Aelin has now run into Ansel. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I really am loving Elide's story and how she is becoming a big part of the group. The wholesome reunion between Aelin and Elide was, it honestly almost brought me to tears. It was so sweet. And Lorcan is obviously a jackass. Something about an extremely morally gray MMC just like melting like a fucking glacier for an innocent little lady really just does it for me every time. I don't know, but it just does. I'm really liking how Cole's character development Honestly, he needed a good character development. Throwback to when I said I fucking hated him. I don't hate him anymore. Sarah J. Maas does a really good job of writing characters in ways that are not putting them in the best light and making the audience really dislike them, and then kind of transforming them through like really good character building and development into someone that you like. She's really good at that, and I feel like she's honestly known for doing really good character developments for so many different characters in this world in her other series. But I want to be able to slow down and really appreciate each piece of art. So that's what I'm going to do on my reread whenever I do it. I definitely want to be able to read Empire of Storms in its entirety without distractions, and then Tower of Dawn, just so I can really appreciate the brutality of going from not knowing what's going to happen and then going into Tower of Dawn, and just like really appreciating both books separately. I do know though that this whole nameless is my price thing is a big deal. In Empire of Storms, Aelin kind of like had a weird realization of what that even means, and she was like throwing up, but then was just like skipped over. Like they were just playing it off as her haha possibly being pregnant, but then she wasn't, and then we just didn't talk about it again. I don't think I truly know the meaning of nameless is my price yet. And I feel like it's going to be a really big part of the story. And I don't understand it. I'm not rage baiting, I'm being serious. But it's a very lovely day. As you can see, it's gorgeous out. I might go on a little walk, but I am on the last leg of my tandem read. I'm really excited though. I'll keep you guys updated. I think once I get towards the ending of both books, I'm gonna record it so you guys can have a little raw reaction of what I'm reading. I'll see you guys in my next check-in. Peace.
Oh my god.
Don't say it because you're
Oh my god.
Abby, don't fucking say anything.
Oh.
She at 80, 89 or whatever the chapter.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh no.
Oh my
This is
god.
why I'm not reading it. I'm scared.
Yeah, chapter 89.
Oh. My breath stylist said you can't just read that anywhere. You have to be like prepared for it. And so every time I read, I get closer to 89, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god is just the only reaction I can have for the ending of this book and the feelings that I have after the heartbreak of Where Is My Wife. Yeah. Yep. And my dumbass decided it was a good idea to finish this book on my way to work. Don't know why I did that. I guess I just wanted to feel something. And something I did feel. This book though, 100% got 5 stars for me. Amazing. So fucking good. I absolutely loved all of the different perspectives. Learning about the different perspectives, different characters, all of the different storylines. I love learning so much about Elide. Kind of fuck Lorcan though. But like I do love him, but also fuck him. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know what the hell is going to happen now that Aelin was quite literally kidnapped. It's very clear after reading this book that she is gonna have to die down the line at some point, like mentally prepared for that, because I want her and Rowan to have. I feel like that won't happen, and future me can go back and check this and let me know how she's doing. But I have to finish Tower of Dawn. I have 10% left of the book, and we're gonna do that now. I am terrified. Let's do this. Holy shit, guys. I'm literally unwell. I just got to the part where Aelin is forging the lock and met with the King of Adarlan. Elena disappears, just gets evaporated into the universe, and I literally just had a wow moment because now Aelin is falling through all of the worlds to try to get back home. Let me just read you guys this one part that is really doing it for me right now. She passed through a world of snow-capped mountains under shining stars, passed over one of those mountains where a winged male stood beside a heavily pregnant female gazing at those very stars. Fae. They were Fae, but this was not her world. She flung out a hand as if she might signal them. as if they might somehow help her when she was nothing but an invisible speck of power. The winged male, beautiful beyond reason, of course, snapped his head toward her as she arced across his starry sky. He lifted a hand as if in greeting. A blast of dark power, like a gentle summer night, slammed into her, not to attack, but to slow her down. A wall, a shield that she tore and plunged through, but it slowed her. That winged male's power slowed her just enough. I have literal full body chills. That might have been one of my favorite parts of this whole book so far. I never really understood the whole SJM universe, how all of her books are supposed to be in the same universe or something like that. I didn't really understand. I thought that Throne of Glass, ACOTAR, and Crescent City were kind of 3 different timelines, but it seems like based off of that, they're all interconnected, but just in completely different worlds in the same universe, if that makes sense. So they're all occurring simultaneously. That's my best guess. I think I just cracked the code though. That was amazing. I'm on page 801, so I have about 150 pages left. I am almost done. Holy shit. I just really needed to take a second to acknowledge that form of literature, that little masterpiece of a section that will be ingrained into the walls of my room until the day I die. Okay, I'll see you guys later. The time has officially come, ladies and gentlemen. I have 10% left of Kingdom of Ash. I just showered, got my little PJs on. We've got cannoli right here. And we are ready to tackle this. All I have to say is close the gate, wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, SJM. Let's not do that ever again, okay? Wish me luck. Let's do it. Guys, I'm really scared. Help? My heart can't take this. Tell me tomorrow. Oh my god. I am so emotional right now. No. I just finished Throne of Glass. How do I recover from this? How do I go forward? Am I just supposed to live my life normal now? Am I supposed to go through every day and not think about this? Sarah Jim asked, when I find you, hey girl, it's on site. I'm utterly speechless right now. Okay, I need a night to sit with this. I will check in tomorrow with my final thoughts. Yeah, I need a second. Okay. Hi guys. I can't believe I'm wrapping this series up. I'm filming this outro after I basically edited the entire thing, and watching this back from the get-go has been very nostalgic and reminiscing on the feelings, emotions, the experiences that I had reading this series. My one takeaway from this entire experience is to believe everyone when they say that this series is life-changing. No, I'm not being dramatic, and I quite frankly thought people were being dramatic about it before I started reading the series. I fear that they are not wrong. But it was such an amazing piece of art, such a great piece of literature, genuinely just a timeless story that I know I'm gonna want to reread over and over and over again throughout the rest of my life. That being said, a million bajillion star out of 10 series for me. And I'm so happy that I made the decision to read the series. Feeling very sad about it because I really liked this whole process, and I feel like I'm closing a chapter right now. But thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, please make sure to follow all my other socials. I am very active on my TikTok and my Bookstagram. Please also make sure to drop a little subscribe button. This video took a long time to edit and it took months of filming, and I would appreciate it if you could just drop me a little like and a subscribe. Thank you so much for all the love and support on anything that I put out there. I hope that you guys love this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! Bye, besties!